Now the high church. Okay. We will call this meeting to order. Good morning to everyone. We want to thank Mayor Douglas for letting us come here to City Hall and have our meeting today, as the county clerk is absentee voting at the courthouse in the fiscal courtroom. So we appreciate that. It's good to be back in my original hometown where I was born and I lived for several years before moving to Perryville, and still have lots of family here in Junction. So it's good to be back home. Madam Clerk, has this meeting been properly advertised, and do we have a quorum?
Yes.
All right, good deal. I want to remind everyone, if you are speaking today or you are commenting, please use this microphone over here. It's a little different setup than what we have in fiscal court, so please just come to that microphone and use that. We will, let's see. This is the Boyle County Fiscal Court, May the 12th, 2025 at 9 a.m. This is a special called meeting, which means that we will only discuss items that are on the agenda. So no additional or new items will be brought up or discussed. Magistrate Bodner, you have the invocation today, and we would like to just report that for those of you that know Phil and Glenna Salmons, both of them have been in the hospital. Phil is now home. Glenna is doing much better today. We do want to remember both of those this morning in prayer, though, that they continue to get their strength back. And also, Katina is not with us today. We have Susanna, who we appreciate very much for filling in. Katina's husband, Mark, is having a very serious brain surgery this morning, so we want to remember them as well. And you'll have our invocation, please.
Let's bow our heads. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, and thank you for the people that sit around and come in and want to take care of the business of the court. Thank you for all their work, hard work, and help us to make all the right decisions for the county. Lord, be with Glenna and Phil as they both heal, and help them to have all the necessary hands around them to heal them. And Lord, be with Katina and Mark. Be with him, and lay your hands on the people that will be with him today, and be with him every day until he's out and about with Katina. Be with them until be with them for all they need. And Lord, be with this court today, and help each thing we do be for the goodness of our county and for the right reasons. These things we ask in thy Son's name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Master Bodner. All right. We have two special guests today. The first one is Braylee Brussell, and she is the daughter of Kimberly and Robbie Brussell, and she is in the 7th grade at Boyle County Middle School. We also have Ellie Pruitt, who is the daughter of Ben and, I'm going to get it, Tori Pruitt, and Ellie is in the 6th grade at Boyle County Middle School. So girls, if you all would like to go to the microphone and everyone stand, they will lead us in the pledge, and the flag is to my left.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and we have a certificate for each one of you.
I do.
You can miss it.
Don't let go of them.
All right, Miss Devin, there is your certificate, and Miss Braylee, there is your certificate.
They're excited for school.
All right, now you all can stay and be entertained, or you all can go back to school and have some fun. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. I always love it when the kids are here. Amen. Yeah. All right. We have budget transfers, and Miss Shannon, I'm so lost on where everybody's at this morning. So
I'm ready. All right, we have budget transfers in the amount of $145,992.81.
okay, is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion we approve.
Magistrate Cullen, is there a second?
Second.
Magistrate Gay?
Sleeper.
Sleeper? Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. All right, next we have cash transfers.
Okay, we have transfers from the occupational tax fund to the general fund of $1,721,211.12. From the general fund to the interest-bearing account, $500,000. From the general fund to Public Works, $50,000. From the general fund to the jail, $150,000. From the general fund to EMS, $125,000. And from the general fund to the fleet fund, $10,000.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Magistrate Bodner, is there a second?
Second.
Magistrate Gay, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Was there one more for the jail? 11,412.
There was 5,000,
11,412.6, or no, 5,706.31.
yes, there is, I missed that one. It's the local corrections assistance from the jail fund to the Boyle jail. There it is.
Are you talking about the last one?
Last one, that
Okay.
didn't get read in.
Okay. You want to correct your motion to include all of the cash transfers?
I will.
Okay, and correct your second?
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Thank you, ma'am. Next, we will approve our bills, and that's Miss Elena.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, today's total bill packet is going to total $2,426,126.01, and there are no add-ons.
Okay. I'll call your attention to page 1, fourth quarter allocation for senior citizens gathering place. Page 2, out of community development, the bass tournament that was recently held at Millennium Park that we sponsored with the city. Page 4, the bike park, Parsons Construction, he has sent in an invoice for material purchases. Page 5, community development for Shamrock Camp sponsorship. And that's all I had to bring your attention to.
And Judge, I always like to point out on the, when it's a big number like this, that this does include the occupational tax and the net profits tax transfer to the city of Danville.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, is there a motion to approve the bills?
I make a motion.
Second.
Mr. Bodner, second by Magistrate Cullen. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Thank
you, ma'am. Okay, we have no minutes today. They are still being worked on, so we will have those at the next meeting. Life got in the way, so we'll make sure that those get in the next meeting packet. Okay, first item of old business is our second reading of our budget amendment. And this was for the solid waste illegal open dump grant, the $55,000. And is there a motion to approve second reading?
So moved.
Magistrate Gay, is there a second?
Second.
Magistrate Harmon, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Number 7, we are moving to the May 26th meeting. We still need to do a little work on that mowing contract, so we'll bring that up at May 26th. So now we move into new business, and we have several proclamations that we would like to issue today. The first one will be the Treatment Court Month, and Circuit Judge Whitney Johns is here. And Judge Johns, if you would like to come up and introduce who you have with you, and I will read the proclamation and present it to you all.
All right. I'm Judge Whitney Johns. I'm the Circuit Court Judge for Boyle and Mercer County, and I get the honor of presiding over our drug court. And so I know you all have a lot going on this morning, so I'm not going to tell everybody about drug court, but come see me sometime if you want some more information. It's an amazing program where lives are being saved, relationships reshaped, and we are saving the taxpayers money. And here with us, this is Denise Gates. She is our drug court coordinator. And then we have 3 actual participants of drug court who were willing to come today, and we're very appreciative of that. And this is Jessica, Darielle, and Candace. And they're all doing great in the program and have chosen a new way to live their life. And we just appreciate the county recognizing this and the great work that we're doing. And we know that Boyle County Fiscal Court supports the recovery community, so we appreciate that.
All right, well, I will read the proclamation and then present it to you all. National Treatment Court Month, May 2026. Whereas, according to All Rise, treatment courts are the most successful justice system intervention in our nation's history for reducing crime by addressing substance use and mental health disorders. And whereas, treatment courts save an average of more than $6,000 for every individual they serve. And whereas, treatment courts provide a range of economic benefits to a community, such as reduced cost in court, prison expenditures, increased tax revenues, lowered foster care expenses, and decreased costs related to victimization. And whereas, treatment courts combine accountability with evidence-based treatment. And whereas, treatment courts annually refer more than 150,000 people to life-saving treatment and recovery support services. And whereas, according to All Rise, treatment courts significantly improve substance use and mental health disorder treatment outcomes and prevent fatal overdoses. And whereas, treatment courts facilitate community-wide partnerships, bringing together public safety and public health. And whereas, there are now more than 4,000 treatment courts nationwide. And whereas, treatment courts demonstrate that when one person rises, we all rise. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Trille L. Bottom, and the Boyle County Fiscal Court do hereby proclaim May as Treatment Month in Boyle County, Kentucky, done this 5th day of May, 2026. I know that most of us have someone in our family that has been affected with drugs or alcohol addiction, and so this court is a wonderful life-saving court that they run, and it touches so many people, and the outcome is really, really positive on that. Okay, next we have, and I've lost my agenda, Susanna.
You can.
Public Works.
Oh.
Public Works. There it is. They keep coming.
Got fixed, I have.
All right. So National Public Works Week is May the 17th through the 23rd. So we want to read this proclamation today in honor of the Boyle County Public Works Department. And it is wonderful to see each and every one of you. And we just want to say we appreciate the hard work that you all do on a daily basis. It does not go unseen. We recognize what you do and what you do for the community. And so, you know, road work's not an easy thing. And mowing grass and trimming trees and all that stuff, it's not an easy task. And you have to be safe while you're doing it. And so we just appreciate everything that you all do for Boyle County.
Judge, as chair, might I say something?
You may.
And I believe Magistrate Bodner, as vice chair, would like to as well. I am just absolutely amazed what you guys were able to get the roads back in shape in an ice storm that I can't recall anything like it on our roads. And with hundreds of ash trees that are coming down, potholes that have come from all that ice. God bless you for what you do.
And the same thing, I mean, when like I've said before, my grandson said, how are you all getting those roads cleaner than we are over here in Lexington? He was throwing a fit because our ice was gone. I sent him videos of our roads, so we appreciate it. And that was that's not what you all do. There's so much more, so we appreciate it. We really do.
All right. National Public Works Week Proclamation, May 17th through the 23rd, 2026. Whereas the quality of life in Boyle County depends upon the dedicated professionals who provide essential public works services, including the construction and maintenance of roads, bridges, water systems, sewers, public buildings, and other vital infrastructure. And whereas the men and women of Boyle County Public Works Departments work tirelessly to ensure that these services are safe, efficient, and reliable, often performing their duties in challenging conditions for the benefit of the entire community. And whereas National Public Works Week recognizes the vital role public works plays in protecting health, safety, and the quality of life, and encourages community awareness and appreciation of these professionals. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Trille L. Bottom, Boyle County Judge Executive, and the Boyle County Fiscal Court hereby recognizes May 17th through the 23rd, 2026 as National Public Works Week in Boyle County, Kentucky, and commends all public works personnel for their commitment, expertise, and dedication to maintaining and improving the infrastructure and services that benefit all citizens of Boyle County. Done this 12th day of May, 2026. Let's give them a big hand. I don't know if you can get us all in, but I'd like to ask the whole court to come. The whole court. There you go.
I was going to duck behind you.
You come in. You're gonna stand right in front of the mic. You can hide the mic. Yeah. I guess you could put them in between everybody's face.
Make this a little prettier.
Okay, scoot over there.
Right.
1, 2, 3. No hand. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you all.
Y'all need this?
Roger gets that. Roger gets that. Thank you
Gordy,
very
Gordy,
much.
Gordy, Gordy.
Oh,
Get your foot out of there.
Thank y'all.
Wonder if you put a picture of that in some old.
I already got one, Roger.
Y'all be safe.
All right, thank y'all.
Okay, next is mental health. All right. So we have our
Mental health.
mental health.
Am I on a different?
We have our community co-crisis response team. Did I get it right, Terry?
That's right.
Here today, and we want to recognize them because they deal with a lot of people that have mental health issues and have to work with them and help them get resources so that they can get better. And so they see a lot of trauma sometimes, and it weighs on them and it weighs on their leaders. We got Mike Rogers and Tim Bryant in the back. Mike's our EMS director and Tim's our assistant director. And so they work very closely with EMS, and we want to do this proclamation for you all today. National Mental Health Month, May of 2026. Whereas mental health is an essential component of overall health and well-being, affecting individuals, families, and communities across all ages, backgrounds, and socioeconomic statuses. And whereas mental health conditions are common and treatable, yet many individuals experience barriers to accessing care, including stigma, lack of resources, and limited awareness. And whereas early intervention, education, and access to quality mental health services can significantly improve outcomes and enhance quality of life. And whereas promoting mental wellness strengthens community resilience, supports economic stability, and fosters a safer society. And whereas public awareness and open conversations about mental health can reduce stigma and encourage individuals to seek help without fear of judgment. And whereas local governments play a vital role in supporting mental health initiatives through advocacy, partnerships, and the promotion of accessible services. And whereas it is important to recognize the dedicated efforts of mental health professionals, advocates, caregivers, and community organizers working to support those affected by mental health challenges. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Trille L. Bottom, Boyle County Judge Executive, and the Boyle County Fiscal Court do hereby proclaim May as Mental Health Awareness Month in Danville, Boyle County, Kentucky. In witness whereof, this is the 5th day of May 2026. Now, if you all would introduce yourselves and tell what role you play on the team.
So I'm Jessica Wigginton. I'm the director of our crisis response team.
I'm Michelle Wren. I'm the coordinator of human services.
And I'm Terry Dunn, of course, community outreach coordinator.
Okay.
Mark Smith with the Crisis Response Unit. I'm the Community Behavioral Health Specialist.
All right. Director Rogers, do you want to say anything about this team? I know you do.
I know when I started in EMS 26 years ago, I really didn't have a lot of tools to help people with mental health crisis. And with the support of the Fiscal Court and these fantastic providers, not only are we able to help with our own mental health for the terrible things that we see, but we're also able to help the people in our community that are struggling so much with addiction and loneliness and homelessness and those types of things. And they've really been a great part of our team to add, and it really helps complete, I think, the EMS package. There was a huge gap for many years, so we're so thankful for our mental health providers.
Thank you. Tim, do you want to say anything? Okay.
Could I say, could I say something, Judge?
Yeah, sorry, Magistrate Bodner.
I just want to say that I'm so proud of our county and for all of your all's hard work. This, as a nurse, this is something that we've lacked for so long. And we knew we needed another piece, and this is that other piece that can join it all together to help everyone. So I appreciate it.
I just want to make a comment about how the judge was able to work with the top folks recently to get communication, Jessica, to you. The Spectrum folks cooperated on some of our toughest ground, farthest out roads, remote areas. Jessica is essential to be able to come quickly. And I believe your service is working.
It's being installed today.
Oh, wonderful, good, because we need you as quickly as we can get you in town.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I had a sheriff's deputy call me probably a month or two ago, and he was like, how do I get a search warrant? I need to remove some guns. A woman is being treated, tried to commit suicide. She's got guns in the house. What do I do? You know, and I'm trying to help him. And he said, you know, the team was there, and called me back about 10 minutes later, because I'm up there trying to figure out how to help him out. And like, hey, we don't need it anymore. They were able to talk to her, and she willingly allowed me to go in the home and remove the guns from the home. And I thought that was just an awesome story. And that deputy was awesome, you know, because he, you know, had compassion for this person. But you guys did an awesome job to remove that situation and make sure that this woman is going to be okay. So thank you guys.
Yeah, we're very, very, very proud of you. Very proud. All right, you all will come up and. No, you're good. You're good. You hold it. How's that, Jerry?
And Judge?
Yes, sir.
One other thing. So, our EMS sets the bar throughout this whole state as one of the best. This is a critical part of that. You know, the resource is not just for the patient, but also for the patient's family that has the ability to reach out to people to get help when they're in a terrible situation with a loved one that's tried to harm themselves or having problems with drugs or alcohol, and to have this team here is incredible. We found out this morning that another county has reached out to figure out how they can start their own crisis response unit, and it's just it's the community knows that we've got one of the best EMS programs out there, and I know Jamie and I, being on the committee, are extremely proud of all of them, from the crisis response to the education that that we do throughout the whole community. So thank you very much from the EMS committee for all that y'all do, and really, you know, a lot of places will just lock people up. You know, Boyle County takes a different approach. You know, we really care about the people in this community and want to see them get the help that they need. So.
Thank you. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you for what you did. Bye. Okay, next, we just follow right in after our mental health team, and we come with EMS week. So we've got some of our paramedics, and I don't know if we have EMTs or are they all paramedics? Yeah, okay, EMTs and paramedics. All right, you guys come on up the wall there, and we have a proclamation for EMS week as well. National EMS Week Proclamation, May the 17th through the 23rd, 2026. Whereas emergency medical services, also known as EMS, personnel provide life-saving care to residents and visitors of Boyle County, responding to accidents, medical emergencies, critical incidents with speed, skill, and compassion. And whereas EMS professionals dedicate themselves to protecting the health and safety of our community, often working under difficult and high-pressure conditions. And whereas these men and women contribute to the well-being of citizens, assist in disaster response, and ensure that emergency medical care is available when needed most. And whereas it is appropriate to honor and recognize the dedication, courage, and professionalism of our EMS team, including paramedics, EMTs, and support personnel who serve Boyle County. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Trille L. Bottom, Boyle County Judge Executive, and the Boyle County Fiscal Court hereby recognize May 17th through 23rd, 2026 as National EMS Week in Boyle County, Kentucky. And we encourage all citizens to express appreciation for the invaluable contributions of our EMS personnel, done this May the 12th, 2026. I know the EMS committee wants to say something, so who would that be? Magistrate Gay?
I would just, as Magistrate Cullen just said, you know, with our crisis response unit, in this group and all those that they represent is just the best. They really are, and I think we're truly the model for all other EMS units in the state of Kentucky, which I think is pretty impressive. And you know, we just couldn't be more proud of the work they do in responding and saving lives on a daily basis.
Thank you. Anybody else want to comment?
As a nurse, I'm so proud of them. Every chance I get, I brag on what a great service this is, and I'm just very proud because they saved my family too. They've helped with my family too. So,
yeah, absolutely. Thank you all so much for the work that you do. We appreciate your dedication to saving lives and working with the people in our community, responding to calls that you don't ever really know what you're going to be faced with, but you get there and you get there quickly and you respond in a way that you've been trained to do. And what amazes me most about our EMS is the training that they do. They train constantly to be prepared, to know what to do, and to be able to meet any need that they are called to in this community. So we are really proud of our emergency medical services. Thank you all.
One last thing. That lady sitting there is my mother. She is 93 years old.
Wow.
She had a bleeding ulcer, and they saved her life. She lost so much of her blood. It was just unbelievable. They brought her back, and I don't know how, because I thought she was gone. And they came in and got her to the hospital and saved her life. I mean, it was just amazing. So I'm very thankful. She would not be here today without you all. She absolutely wouldn't. So thank you.
Just real quick, Judge. I know a lot of times you all see us, mostly Tim and I and Mo, but our providers are the ones that are doing the work every day, and they are the most compassionate. They never complain about the training, and we do a lot of training, and that's what makes us better. But without these providers, our EMS service wouldn't be what we are. The trucks are important. Yep, we have to get there. These are the folks that make the difference. These are the people that have saved people, and they're still around the kitchen table every day. And I'm so thankful and so proud. It is an honor of my lifetime to be able to work with these folks right here. So I'm very proud of them.
Thank you. Let's give them another round.
Let's do it.
And if it's okay, I'd like to have the whole court come up for this one as well.
How's the new shift working out? You guys liking that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know you all hear from Mike and Tim a lot, but I don't think you hear from people on the trucks. If it wasn't for you all being willing to listen and be willing to do that change for us, I don't think we would be able to do what we do. So, I mean, honestly, from us on the trucks, thank you all for being willing to get us what we need. I mean, $300,000 ambulances, we're very lucky to have you all as well. So thank you all.
Thank you.
This is the most special group of providers I've ever worked with. And I go home proud every night. I don't speak a lot, but when I do, it's because it's pretty important. But really, all the people I work with are amazing. From the court to judge and all the magistrates. But it's we've had her since she was 18, and they've grown with us. We've shared children being born. We've done a lot together, but they still come and work so hard every day, and I can't be any more proud of any other service like I am this one, and we appreciate it.
One thing we're leaving out is the taxpayers.
Absolutely.
You all are paying for this. Everybody says our tax money's not being used right, but here is a fine example of, they saved my mother, and they tried to save my brother and my nephew, but I knew they had no chance without them. I knew they got the best that they had, even though we didn't get that cut, but they mourned with us as a family. So I'm most proud of this, because if you save one life, every penny's worth it.
It's honestly a privilege that the people in Boyle County trust us with their lives every day, and it's such an honor. People forget about that, and we don't. We know that every day, and we appreciate it. So.
Well, when we are having an emergency, it's you guys and girls that we want to show up. Yeah. All right. Get a picture.
Squeeze in.
Squeeze in. Squeeze in. Short girl to the front.
Now, this tall guy.
Right.
I know not.
Come on, scream to the back.
There we got everybody. Mike, won't you scoot us in? Come up here. You hold it. Okay. No, he holds it. Steve. All right. Steve. There we go. Okay, you're good. Barry. Smile. All right. Thank you, sir. All right, and last but not least, we are going to proclaim Beef Month in Boyle County. And Todd Tiller and Terry Gilbert are here to receive this proclamation. So, Todd, do you want to come up and say anything about Beef Month before I read the proclamation? Or Terry, either one?
pretty tough act to follow. I'll tell you, coming in behind this, a little embarrassing, really. I'd like to thank the court and the magistrates for the work that they do in our county. You know, there's no other place in Kentucky I don't guess anybody would want to live. We live in the best county and the top city in the state. Farm Bureau plays a big part in helping preserve a way of life in the county of Boyle. Not many people know that one of the largest beef producing counties here is Boyle. And we bring in, I think, Terry, maybe over $50 million of ag receipts each and every year. So we decided to take Beef Month this month and feed everybody hamburgers in the county. So we're having a drive through at the office and going to have a lunch free and just drive through. Everybody come up and get a hamburger and eat on Farm Bureau this time. How's that?
And what day will that be?
That'll be May 20th.
May 20th.
Yeah.
All right.
We were hoping to have some of our producers here, but unfortunately it didn't rain.
It's too pretty.
And they're working. So.
You do have one.
That's it. We appreciate it.
Shannon.
Judge.
And Shannon, yes, and Shannon.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
I guess it was almost 8 years ago when I was first on the EDP board. An extraordinary gentleman, David Williams, was on there with me. And after the meeting was over, I stopped him and I said, "Who was that speaker today?" I was so stunned with the knowledge that was imparted. And he said, "Well, that's Terry Gilbert, one of the strongest, finest supporters of beef cattle and producer in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, who happens to have served at not only the state but federal level, or in Washington, D.C. and others. I believe you've been a board member of both?"
Yes.
Just outstanding to have folks like David and Terry in our community. Yes. And Todd.
I'll rank up with those two.
Do I get 2 burgers?
That's what that was about. All right. Beef Month Proclamation, May 2026. Whereas agriculture plays a vital role in the economic strength and cultural heritage of our community. Whereas beef producers and farmers contribute significantly to the local and regional economy by providing jobs, supporting local businesses, and sustaining rural livelihoods. And whereas beef is a nutritious source of high-quality protein and essential nutrients that support a healthy and balanced diet. And whereas the beef industry is committed to responsible stewardship of land, water, and natural resources, ensuring sustainability for future generations. And whereas the dedication and hard work of cattle farmers, ranchers, processors, and all those involved in the beef supply chain help provide safe, affordable, and high-quality food to our community. And whereas recognizing Beef Month provides an opportunity to celebrate and support local producers while increasing awareness of the importance of agriculture in our daily lives. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Trille L. Bottom, Boyle County Judge Executive, and the Boyle County Fiscal Court hereby proclaim the month of May as Beef Month in Boyle County, Kentucky, and that all residents are encouraged to recognize and support the beef industry and the hardworking individuals who sustain it, and get a free hamburger at Farm Bureau on May the 20th. That's not on, but I just wanted to add that on. This May the 12th, 2026. So thank you for the work that you all do in recognizing and promoting the beef industry in Boyle County.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right. I think that is all of the proclamations. I will recognize that this month is ALS month. We did not have a proclamation for that, James Lee, but we do want to recognize that that is a disease that people do suffer with, and
that's Lou Gehrig's.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
Died 10 months ago from 2.5 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
I took care of her from the get-go.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes.
And I'm going to know how to run a voting machine.
All right. Okay, next up is Animal Control Director Jessica Joseph. Good morning.
Good morning. So this is long overdue.
Okay, all right.
This is Devin Carpenter. He's our new animal control officer. He started on the 8th, which was last Friday. And we're getting into the training, and hopefully he'll go on call soon. That way I can come off.
Yeah.
But so far, I've put him through a lot in 2 days of training, but I think he's going to do great.
Okay.
Real asset to our
Well, we are
department.
thrilled that we now have another animal control officer. Devin, do you want to tell the court anything about yourself, or?
Just born and raised here in Boyle County my whole life.
Okay.
I've lived in Mercer County for about 10 years. I just wanted to get back to the community.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome. We appreciate you being here, and we know that you're going to do a great job for us.
Thank you.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thanks.
You all be safe. Okay, next up is our rental agreement discussion, and that is Attorney Chris Herron.
Thank you. At our last meeting, the fiscal court approved to purchase what is known as the old post office, and that purchase or the closing is going to happen on or about June the 30th. Currently, there's 2 businesses that are renting office space there in the old post office. One is the Department of Public Advocacy, and the other is Bluegrass Chiropractic. It takes a little bit of time for each of these places to find a new location to relocate to, and the Boyle Fiscal Court wants to be a good neighbor to these persons or these businesses, and after our purchase, I think it's going to take a little bit of time before we can really get into that building and start doing the renovations we need, so that our sheriff's office can go in there. And so I have spoken with the current owner of the building, and while the leases for both of these places are running out June the 30th, they would like to hold over for a bit to give them time to be able to find a new place. And I was able to determine how much they're currently paying in rent. The Department of Public Advocacy, they rent if you're looking at the building, they're on the right side of the building, and their monthly rent is $3,256.50. They've asked that they be given a 6-month extension, do a 6-month lease so that they can find time to relocate. With this kind of governmental agency, they have to advertise, and it takes a little bit of time to find a place. And the Department of Public Advocacy is very important to our community, as they represent those who cannot afford attorneys here in Danville. So the second place, Bluegrass Chiropractic, their monthly rent is $4,575 a month. They have more space than the Department of Public Advocacy. And I think this is the side of the building, it's the left side where the sheriff's office would like to relocate. The proposed amount, the monthly rent that they're paying is $4,575 a month. I think that had we not purchased the building, the current owners were going to do a $15 per square foot increase, which they've notified these persons or these businesses about. But I'm recommending that we keep those rents as is, and for the Department of Public Advocacy, do the rent at $3,256.50. They're asking for up to 6 months. And Bluegrass Chiropractic, I'm asking that we continue their monthly rent of $4,575. He has asked, Dr. Short has asked that they be on a month-to-month basis. He thinks he can probably be out in October or so, but he would prefer that to not be obligated to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, we have a lot of parking spots there, at this location. And currently, Danville Pediatrics, which is also very important to our community and our children, they rent 15 spots, and they rent at $40 a month. Dr. Matt Graves had contacted me about a week or two ago to see if they could still maintain those 15 spots, and I said, we're gonna have a meeting coming up and we'll discuss those things. So I would ask, maybe we go business by business. Yes.
What amount are you recommending?
I'm sorry. The amount I'm recommending for Danville Pediatrics, $40 a month per spot, because that's what they're paying currently. So I don't know if we need to go business by business to see if we want to approve those, because I need to, if so, be working on preparing leases for the
Well,
future.
the first two, I think we could, could we say up to 6 months, and that way if they decide to leave before that, then they have that availability to do that. If we just say
definitely.
up to 6 months.
I think that'd be fine.
And then on the Danville Pediatrics, I think that's gonna have to be a separate one.
Right, and that just
Yeah.
would be, indefinite. I mean, I think.
And, yeah.
Hopefully this Danville Pediatrics is gonna be around for forever, so.
Yeah. And working with the sheriff to see how many spaces that they're gonna need, we wanna make sure that they're covered as well.
Correct.
Magistrate Cullen, do you have a comment?
Yeah. The only problem with the pediatrics is there might become a point where we need those spots. So that's something we have to talk about. But the spots that they have, I just pulled up a map. I'm guessing it looks like there's maybe 15 on the back end there. Is that the ones we're referring to?
It's on the back side of the parking lot.
Right. I mean, I'm sure if the sheriff's office needs those particular spots that we can, because we have so many of them, I think there's like 60 plus spots there, that we could relocate it to some other area within the parking lot.
We just need to, there's gonna be more than just the sheriff's department that will be there. In essence, that's where tax collection will go, so people will need to be able to come in and park. So it's more than just sheriff's vehicles and stuff, and who knows, maybe we can get a good sized courtroom in there. And
How about if we do the first two up to 6 months as with the amount proposed, and then the Danville Pediatrics, effectively month to month with 60 days notice.
Okay.
Prior to termination.
That sounds good.
I think that's good, and with getting this rent, I think that's great for us, because I think there's some renovations that we want to do on the building. The sheriff's office would love to have a drive-through window. They have that in Lincoln County, and I think that would be perfect. Renting this for 6 months, I'd probably pay for it. And I think that's good to have.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
If you want to do it separate, then the first two as amounts listed or proposed by the county attorney for up to 6 months. I'll make that motion on the first two.
On the first two.
Businesses.
Okay, we have a motion by Magistrate Gay, second by Magistrate Cullen. Any discussion? Magistrate Ellis.
I think since you said as listed, we ought to state the monthly rent on the public advocacy specifically of $32.56.50.
Okay. And Bluegrass Cairo at $45.75.
No.
Oh, the proposed amount is.
No.
I may have read that wrong. I'm sorry. It's $45.75. If you added that $15 increase per square foot, that's what it got to the $58.83. They haven't.
But you're recommending not.
I'm
you
sorry.
recommend stay as
I
it
got
is.
ahead of myself.
Okay.
I'm recommending that we keep it as is at $45.75.
Yeah, I understood that, but the way it was stated, it sounded like it was collective and we couldn't decide which it was.
We just want to be specific on the amount.
Right.
Yeah.
Apologize
Gotcha.
about that.
Yeah, no, I accept that as part of the motion. That's the way I intended it.
Thank you.
Those numbers, 32.56.50 for Department of Public Advocacy, and 45.75 for Bluegrass Chiropractic, up to 6 months.
Up to 6 months. Okay. Everybody good on that? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Okay, and then we need a motion now on the Danville Pediatrics rental
I
spots.
make a motion that we continue with Danville Pediatrics on a month-to-month at $40 a month per spot. And that's how it is, isn't it? Or is it?
For 15 parking spots.
15 spots.
Yeah.
I don't think it's per spot though.
It's okay.
It's $40 a month
For 15 spots.
No, it's 40, it's per spot.
It's per spot.
$40 per spot.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was
600.
thinking.
Okay.
Per
Okay,
spot.
yeah.
Could you amend that motion to say something that accommodates the sheriff's office in the selection of the area of the parking?
Like we choose the location.
Yes.
Well, it's their current location. Their current location's on the back side. I can show you.
And then in that motion, I would just include that we could, with termination, with 60-day notice.
Notice, okay. 60-day notice of termination.
So
As long as the sheriff's okay.
it's these spots right there that they rent. And this is the building right here. So the sheriff's department has all this
Okay.
and all
Yeah,
that.
good. Oh, good. Yeah.
So this, because that's where the pediatric place is.
Yeah, that works.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good deal. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the 15 parking spots at $40 a month per spot for a monthly total of $600 month to month, and with a 60-day notice of termination clause included.
Do we, just to clarify, do we need to put their current spots?
Their current spots. Yes,
I
we can do
kinda,
that.
how about like at their current spots with the option to move those
Relocate.
spots at our
Discretion.
Yeah,
That works.
that works. Okay, any other discussion on the motion?
And,
See-
and any other legal mumbo jumbo the county attorney feels is appropriate.
Yes.
Legal jargon. All right, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
I'll make sure we're.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Okay,
Good
Tommy
work.
Barton, Millennium Park change order. Waiting so patiently.
Good morning,
Good
Fiscal
morning.
Court. Good morning. Yeah, I'm here to discuss the change order for the Millennium Park Central Playground. This project is completed. What happened is we had a miscommunication regarding the swing sets next to the main playground. And also, on those swings, we expanded the fall zone so that we complied with playground compliancy codes. And basically, the miscommunication was the subcontractor did not have enough material to do all of it, and he was not going to get the proper depth on the safety servicing. So they were out of New York. They were here with the material they had, and they said, "Well, we don't have enough. We're spread too thin to do both. We can only do one." And so we made the call that they overnighted more material to get the project done because we had already prepped the swings to be done. And that's what happened. The original quote was for $100,038.06. The change order was for $18,115, which the county would split with the city. So the county's obligation would be $9,057.50. And just on another joint capital project with the city that is complete, we did get all the baseball fields done. And they'll be playing on tonight for opening night. And that project was estimated at $150,000 split between the city and county, but we got that project done for $76,437.
Wow.
So that project saved a lot of money, where this project went a little bit over.
Yeah.
So how much is the amount that you need from us on the playground?
$9,057.50.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion that we approve the change order as presented.
Second.
And add in that motion that it's really nice
Yes.
improvement.
Oh, it's an incredible improvement. Incredible.
Okay, we have a motion by Magistrate Gay, second by Magistrate Bodner. Any discussion on the change order?
And Shannon, we can pull that from, would you say, how much did we save on that other project?
The county the county had budgeted $75,000 for that project, but the city billed you $38,218.50. So whatever the
All right, so can we take it from, okay.
Okay.
Great, and just an update on the skate park, we will begin site work, which means we gotta do a lot of prep site, we gotta cut it out, we gotta remove a basketball court, and what we're doing is we're improving the other basketball court that is staying. So the city will be doing that work, and with the construction set to start on July 1st.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor. The amount that is being requested is $9,057.50. And all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Hold on, we have to add in there when invoiced.
Okay. Have you
I
said?
didn't hear what he said.
When invoiced.
When invoiced?
That's fine.
Yeah. Has an invoice already been done?
We got the invoice.
Yeah.
You have a copy of the invoice.
I thought, okay. For the additional though, does this include the additional? Okay. I didn't see that specific number on there, that's why I was looking.
There was an email explaining it.
Gotcha. Gotcha, okay, all right, so we already have the invoice then. Okay, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Yep, have a great day.
I'm gonna stick around for your next two.
Okay, good deal.
Hey,
Next,
when's the skate park stuff gonna start?
The construction will start July, it should be the first week of July.
But when are they gonna start moving dirt? July 1?
No, we have to, pre-construction documents is, as the owner, we have to prepare the site, and so we have to scrape the topsoil off, and then stockpile dirt that they'll need, so that's gonna happen in June.
Okay.
The actual construction, the contractor's, design to build will be here July 1st.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanna be out there when it starts.
Yeah.
So,
It'll be happening,
June, yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Thanks.
all right, thank you, Tommy.
Yep.
Next up, we have Sheriff Bottom with the 2025 tax settlement. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you guys. I'm here to present our local tax settlement audit. Angie Boyle was at our office for a couple of days and gave us the gold star and said another clean audit. You should have the packet in there where we collected everything, dispersed everything, and we have zeros across the board.
It's always good to get that quietus.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Janice says it the best. I wish I could have brought her to say that.
Okay, do you need any action from the court, or is this just acknowledgement?
For you guys to approve that.
Okay. All right, is there a motion to approve the tax settlement?
Motion.
Magistrate Cullen, second by Magistrate Sleeper. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Can I approach the bench?
You
ma'am?
may. Wish I had a black robe on today.
Security.
Or maybe a pink robe.
Too far.
I was trying to represent today, Judge.
I know, I see that, Magistrate Gag. That did not go unnoticed.
Bill's looking for a little attention.
Oh, and Bill,
Bill's-
yeah.
Thank you all so much.
Bill wears
Thank
this
you.
to every court meeting.
Anything else you want to say while you're here, or? It has to do with the tax settlement? Sorry.
Nope.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all.
Okay, county road aid. This is our annual county road aid agreement that we get every year when they let us know how much road money we are going to be receiving for paving and construction on roads. We also have a resolution that goes with it. So this year's amount is $701,803.94. This will be dispersed in 3 different payments. So the first payment will be $408,450, and we should get that sometime after July 1. And then the other 2 disbursements will come later in the year. So that is the amount that we have been set to receive, and we have a resolution to go along with that we need approved and filed in Boyle County Clerk's office.
Make a motion, we approve the
Second.
resolution.
Magistrate Cullen with a motion, second with Magistrate Ellis. Any discussion?
Judge, it's in the cobwebs of my mind that somehow I was thinking that this one, for some peculiar reason, and I always thought it was strange, that we all had to sign this.
There's something on the
Counselor,
last
do
page for us to sign.
Yeah, the resolution. Everybody signs the resolution.
Where are the spaces for it?
Right here.
Right here on the.
I'm missing them somehow. Okay, all right.
Yep, yep.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
The cobwebs are back where they belong.
All right, all those in favor of the motion to approve the County Road Aid Cooperative Program Agreement and the resolution signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Thank you all. Treasurer Shannon Green. We'll talk about the jail SAP contract first.
Jailer Wilford's not able to be here today.
Okay.
So he said the agreement looked good to him.
Okay.
And asked that you all approve it.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything in particular we need to know about it? I mean, everything just kind of still the same?
Still the same.
Okay. All right, is there a motion to approve the SAP contract?
I'll make a motion.
Magistrate Bodner, is there a second?
Second.
Magistrate Ellis, is there any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor of approving the jail SAP contract signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Okay, and budget first reading, yay!
Yes.
Yay!
All right, the budget right now is balanced. It's $86,403,562.
Okay.
We had a few changes from the last workshop. We moved $15,000 into recycling contracted services from the bike park line item for the air burner move. We had TAP
Excuse me,
grant. Yeah.
I was looking here. State that again, please.
We put in $15,000 in the recycling contracted services for the air burner move, and we took it out of the bike park line item.
So it's in this budget year to be done
It's in there.
early 27, hopefully.
It's in the
Yeah,
budget.
whenever, well, when we can move it, yes. Yes, we put the line item in there.
Yes. TAP grant, we had TAP grant increases in the revenue side and in the expense side. We also moved $150,000 from the opioid fund reserve into the other health program support line for family drug court. And then the GLP-1 drugs for the health broker estimated about $60,000. When it's time, if we need it, we can do a budget transfer from the reserve. We have it in reserve.
Okay.
Okay. And that's all the changes I had.
Okay,
And
do we have a
also-
motion to
Well,
approve?
I've got standing orders
Oh,
at the back.
Sorry.
There are standing orders for ACH payments, insurance payments, utilities, our debt service payment, economic development bond grant, and then our salaries and related payments to the payroll.
I'll make a motion for the first reading of the budget and include, with that motion, I would like to say thank you to the judge, entire court that worked diligently on this process, to our treasurer, to our county administrator, and all of our department heads that had input and involvement in putting this budget together.
Along with our financial officers,
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
so we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Magistrate Cullen, is there any discussion on first reading of the budget? Shannon, out of that amount, how much is for bonding? Because that's part of our,
19 million for
Okay.
bonding. And also, it's a little, it shows more because this is the first year we've ever budgeted for the occupational tax, which is 15 million. So that's why.
Okay, so we got 15 million for occupational tax, we have 19 million for bonding.
Yes.
Out of the 89 million total.
86 million, yes.
Okay.
And that bonding is for our new EMS center being built on Lebanon Road.
Yes. And the courthouse. Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any other comments or discussion on the budget? Everybody good? All right, so this is to approve first reading. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
And now, as part of the process, it now gets sent to the
DLG?
Local government,
Department
yes.
of Local Government for their
Review.
review, and then we get prepared to have a second reading.
Right.
Thank you.
As soon as we get it back.
Thank you.
Good work,
All right,
Shannon.
thank you, Shannon. Appreciate you. Next up is County Administrator Julie Wagner, and we have pickleball bids.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, for pickleball, we had 4 bids. They ranged in, the lowest was 870,000, the highest was 976,500. I thought it might be around $1 million, so I wasn't too far off. Jamie, note that.
That's right.
So I'm recommending that we go with Tennis Tech. Their bid was 870,000, and not to do any alternates, which would add to that cost. So we'll do the base bid of 870,000 to Tennis Tech.
Make that motion.
Okay,
Second.
I have a motion by Magistrate Cullen, a second by Magistrate Gay. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of going with Tennis Tech for the pickleball court signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. And then we have Parks and Rec joint agreement.
All right, last year, I think it was, we started talking about reinstating the Park and Rec advisory committee that consists of government officials. So this agreement incorporates that structure into the existing agreement. So essentially what we're doing is forming a capital advisory committee, have 5 members, the City of Danville Mayor, the Boyle County Judge Executive, 1 magistrate, 1 commissioner, and 1 joint appointment that's approved by the mayor and the judge. So I would entertain a
And
motion.
then we have
I'll second that.
3 ad hoc members as well on that.
Yes, sorry about that.
That's okay, which will be the Parks and Rec Director, City Engineer, and County
County
Engineer.
engineer.
Okay. Magistrate Cullen made the motion?
No, Magistrate Gay. I
Magistrate
second.
Gay? Magistrate Cullen seconded. Any discussion on the joint agreement? This has been a long time coming, but we have worked with the city and with Parks and Rec and with Director Barton, and I think this is gonna just make the Parks and Rec Department stronger and better, and we'll
It
be
will
working
improve communication when
Yes.
projects come up
much
that
improved.
need our approval. We'll have 2 voices sit at the table to help make those decisions, so.
Yeah, I think with the bike trail, we've collaborated so well, I think with
Yeah.
that. I think that's made a good deal for both of us.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, any other discussion on the agreement? Want to thank the city and Parks and Rec Director for helping to work all this out. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Great.
Thank you. Okay, now we will go into magistrate reports, and Magistrate Bodner, we'll let you start today.
Okay. I just want to introduce my mom, Joyce Vernon. She's 93 years young, and I'm hoping that I'll be just like her if I live to be 93 years old. She's very alert and active, and it's wonderful to have her here. And
It's a
it was-
blessing.
I didn't even think about the EMS day, so that was really good. And my sister, Lana Lieber, she's, we love each other and fuss and argue and go places together. My mom and Lana go with me and John. We go wandering around Boyle County. So I want to thank Jim, Mayor Douglas, and the council for letting us use their space, because I'm here at every one of their meetings, and I enjoyed coming here to have this meeting. And that's all I've got to say. I hope everybody had a nice Mother's Day. I had a really good one, and hope everybody else did, enjoyed their mothers.
All right,
That's
thank
it.
you so much.
Thank you.
Magistrate Harmon.
Enjoyed being at the recycling center grand opening, dedication. Angie's done a great job there, and I think we'll have a facility that will serve for many years the Boyle County residents and all the cities. And thank you, Angie.
Yeah.
That's it.
That it? Okay. Magistrate Collins.
This morning, the EMS committee met, and we heard from Jessica Wigington on the crisis team update, also on the community outreach. Mo gave us a very long list of all the training that they're doing, and collaborations of things that they have coming up. Training with like the city of Danville, and trying to secure more spots for schools to go in to teach CPR. We learned that runs for April was 638 runs for the whole month, which 600 seems to be the new norm. And we're talking about 22 runs a day. So, as stated, they're enjoying their 24-hour shift that we've switched things to, and hopefully we'll get some feedback soon and go ahead and make that permanent. And I'll go ahead and make the motion to submit this.
Okay.
Second.
Have a motion by Magistrate Cohen, a second by Magistrate Gay. Any
Yeah, if I could just add a few more
Sure.
details to the report, that we also, the BCTC paramedic program is getting cranked up and ready to start. We're gonna have 4 of our own going to that in a class of 20. And then I thought another stat that they gave this morning that was pretty impressive, that we've already talked about the impressive nature of our crew. The survival rate, cardiac survival rate, average statewide is 9%, which, you know, doesn't sound like much, but that still is a lot when you're bringing somebody back to life. And in Boyle County, it's 15%. So we're almost double the state survival rate. And they did talk about one of the things we're going to work to continue to educate people more on is the importance of all of us knowing and starting CPR. That helps save lives. If you, as a bystander, as a loved one, can immediately start CPR, that helps everybody's chances of survival. And we're working with dispatch to continue to improve the communication that dispatch does to get CPR started more quickly by coaching the person on the line. So,
Thank you very much. All right. Any other discussion on the committee report?
No.
No? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Do you have further?
No, I don't think so. I think we're good.
Okay, thank you. Magistrate Gay.
yes, I would like to echo Magistrate Harmon's report about the Angie and the recycling center. It's great, and there's a lot of exciting things going on. I think we're working out the communications and with people and what to bring and not bring and all those things, and I'm sure there'll be more education in that coming. And you know, Angie gives me griefs about one time I made the mistake of saying she was lukewarm, but she's smoking hot now. She's smoking hot. And I also, on that note, though, I do want to say something else that's smoking hot in our town right now is, in being called out of retirement, I've had the chance to work with the center baseball team, and they are smoking hot right now as well.
That's good.
We've won 10 out of our last 11 games,
Wow.
including the Southern Athletic Association Conference Tournament Championship, which we went down to Rome, Georgia, and pretty much put it on everybody we played. And to the point that we're moving on to the NCAA tournament, and we just found out yesterday we're going to be a regional host site at Center College, so we have 3 other college baseball teams and fans coming to town this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, to play the regional college baseball Division III start championship. So that's exciting, and we're looking forward to hosting that on Center's campus at Gary Wright Field. And
Magistrate Gay, could you possibly give us the times on those?
I can, I'll work on it. I think the first game starts at 10:30 on Friday, and Center will play, scheduled to start at 1:30, I believe, on Friday, but I'll get more details
Yeah,
on
if
it.
you just text that or email it to us.
Their fields are just beautiful.
Yeah, so it was, it's been really fun to be a part of this group. I tell them how much I appreciate them dragging me along, but they really have gotten hot at the right time. And in our first game in the championship round down there in the first inning against Rhodes, we scored 8 runs in the first inning and kind of set the tone. And then in the second game against the same team, after they played back through the losers bracket, we welcomed them back with 6 innings in the 6 runs in the first inning.
Oh.
So that's a pretty good tone setter.
That's good.
Neither one of their starting pitchers made it out of the first inning. So that's not good for that team. We knocked them out quick. But anyway, that's all my report. I am, as you can tell, engrossed in baseball right now, but it's been a fun experience with the Center baseball team, and excited to be able to host for the community as well. So we'll have some teams coming to town. And then, on that note, the following weekend will be Center's graduation, so we'll have a lot of visitors coming to town on that weekend as well, as Center graduates this year's class.
That'd be great.
Cool. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Magistrate Sleeper.
I want to echo Magistrate Harmon and echo Magistrate Gay's praise for the new recycling center. The grand opening was a great event, and again, echo, and it's a great facility, and to help better serve our citizens, and appreciate the job that Angie and her crew are doing. On May 4th, I attended the official grand opening of Just Love Coffee. They've been open for a couple months, but the reason why I mentioned that chamber ribbon cutting is because they've already been great community partners by partnering. That has benefited our animal control and our homeless coalition both already. So this month they're partnering to help Hooves of Hope, which is not really in our county, but it's still a great endeavor. May 6th, attended the Animal Control Picnic with the Pups, which was sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Appreciate them providing our meal that day. And Bill Nichols was there. I don't know, it was pretty well attended. I don't know, how many would you guess was there, Bill? No, at the Pups, Picnic with the Pups.
Picnic with the Pups at Animal Control.
20 at least, yeah, maybe between 20 and 30. So good opportunity to get some exposure for our animals. On May 9th, the 250th celebration was a great event. Our very own magistrate, Tom Ellis, portrayed a magnificent portrayal of Judge Samuel McDowell. Really enjoyed that, and he did an outstanding job.
Appreciate that.
I want to give you an update on the Boyle County Task Force on Human Trafficking and Education Awareness that I proposed last time. I've got commitments from the following to serve on the task force. Myself, of course, Chris Herron, County Attorney, Taylor Bodner, his designate for the Sheriff's Department, Brian Coel from our EMA Director, Amanda Cook, who's a former worker and advocate with youth survivors of human trafficking, many years of experience with that, and then Bill Nichols for technology, and then Tesha Bryant, student counselor at Danville Independent Schools, and then I'm also going to seek a couple more members to try and get the skill sets and the experience and knowledge from really the county school, possibly, and maybe the Danville Police Department, whoever we can get. So I'm going to seek those at least two more members. May 11th, yesterday, the Animal Control Committee met at the animal shelter. It was not our regular meeting time, but Director Joseph, she wanted to have a meeting because having a new hire come on, plus we have a staff member going on maternity leave very soon, any day now. And so I thought it was a good idea that she had that we meet early. Got an introduction to our new ACO, Devin Carpenter. There's a reminder to the public too, our animal control department does not engage in wildlife removal except for certain situations. And those situations are if the animal is sick or injured, the animal has invaded actual living spaces of a home, for example, your kitchen, your bedroom or bathroom, etc. The animal is interfering with the operation of a business. those are the situations in which they will respond. But if you've just got one like in your attic or whatever, you need to call. They have if you call animal control, they can hook you up with a private animal control or animal removal service. Because they're not allowed to rehome wildlife by statute. They have to, if they remove it from the home, they have to put it right back in the same vicinity. So, where the removal people, they can actually do that. They find they have a very humane way of relocating the animals to a better environment. Animal Control will be placing a pause on its TNRV program beginning May 14th due to the staff member going on maternity leave. It's just a pause. It'll come back. And they will still handle sick and injured animals. And if someone comes into the community, that they can be signed up with the Humane Society to receive that service under their program. And if the cat is adoptable, the Humane Society will fix it and adopt it out. Our vacant animal care specialist position ran, and when she went on maternity leave, she did not return. So that position has been filled by promotion from within, which I think promotion from within is always a good thing. Emily Hillman, who was a cleaner with 3 years experience with us, after being trained for this position, was promoted to the animal care specialist. We are now in need of 2 kennel cleaners, so if you know someone interested in a job. Alexandria Young, Allie Young's final community event prior to going on leave was kitten yoga on May 9th, and I wasn't sure about kitten yoga. I wondered if they would do the downward dog and all those other things, but actually it's not the pets, it's the people that do the yoga. And the pets get to play while they do the yoga. But it did raise, I think, a substantial amount of food for our pets at the shelter, but I don't know the exact amount, the poundage yet. That's still to be determined what was actually donated. So, again, May 6th, we had picnic with the pups. And thanks to Chick-fil-A again for sponsoring that. Adoption of animals will no longer take place unless the animals are fixed, except in certain extenuating circumstances. There's been an issue with some adopters. They're not following through. They agree to get the animal fixed after they adopt it, and there's been a good number of folks that don't follow through on that. So the Humane Society and our Animal Control, they're in agreement on this, that they will be only adopted once they've already been spayed or neutered. So on May 21st, Animal Control will be participating in a career day here at Junction City Elementary School, and that be exposing the students to some good to show them about animal control. And then one last thing, reminder to the public that that microchipping of the animals is currently available at the animal shelter, and it's only $5.
That's amazing.
Those were donated, so it's at $5. It's a good way to use the technology if your pet gets lost, to try to allow them to help track the location of your pet. And that is our animal control report. So I'd like to make a motion that this be accepted.
Okay. Have a motion by Magistrate Sleeper, a second by Magistrate Ellis. Any discussion on the report? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Pass that to Magistrate Harmon, please. Okay, that brings us to Magistrate Ellis.
Thank you, Judge. I'm going to speak slowly and cautiously about what I know is an issue shared by our older gentlemen, Magistrate Gay and Magistrate Cullen, that has existed for the nearly 8 years that we've been on this court. And Shannon, I would ask you, what is the total for the brass band budget that we're committed to and the city's committed to?
It's 15. 25,000 for brass band.
Each?
I don't know on the city. I just know ours.
Ours is $25,000. We are the fiduciaries for an $86 million budget, which we all take extremely seriously. A familiar refrain in many, many meetings over my nearly 8 years on this court is we need to be treated equally on everything that we do with the city of Danville. And a part of my appeal would be that the city commission, when they see a first draft of something and we see it sometimes the next day, sometimes 2 weeks later, that they take very seriously any recognitions be shared equally. I was extremely pleased a couple of months ago when Magistrate Cullen first saw the extraordinary and beautiful draft of the building poster, the mural that was going to be painted on a city. And as Magistrate Gay always says, the city is in the county, and our dollars would be involved in that mural. And with Magistrate Cullen's reaction to that, it helped me to be more under control than I would have been otherwise. I was in a meeting this week with an extraordinarily prominent Danvillian who has influence all over the county. And she asked me what the status of the mural was. And as calmly as I could tell her, I don't know, because we kicked it back because there was tiny or zero, I can't remember, Magistrate Cullen, recognition, though we were putting dollars into it, no recognition of Boyle County. I hope I'm not misinformed about this, but beyond draft, am I correct that the Brass Band Festival poster has already been commissioned and printed?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What level of recognition is there of our dollars, $25,000, in the Brass Band total project for this year? What recognition of Boyle County is there on that new poster? I'm really asking that seriously because I don't want to make a mistake here.
I'm not aware of any, but now I stand to be corrected.
That is after 8 years of more than suggesting, sometimes nearly pounding. And as I'm leaving in the next 7 or 8 months, part of my legacy is going to be that we do not spend, with our fiduciary responsibilities, when we do a joint project with Danville, unless there's some mitigating factor where it needs to be 80-20, 60-40, whatever it is, we go in with our eyes wide open. And thank you, Magistrate Cullen, remedy the fact that they already have it as a Danville mural at another location. That just has to be recognized in every court in the future. Now, on a very positive note, and thank you, Magistrate Sleeper, Tony Wilder has put together an extraordinary committee and an extraordinary broad plan for the remainder of the year on our wonderful 250th celebration of the anniversary of the founding of our United States of America. I'm pleased that Magistrate Bodner is a prominent member and great contributor on that committee of Tony Wilder. It was very gratifying that with the risk of having 20 or 30 people on a very busy Saturday night on a very wonderful weekend, indoors and outdoors, that we had a very wonderful crowd at the recognition of Samuel McDowell, who, working with a fellow named George Washington, and we've got all the documents to show it, And the drudge work and arm wrestling with the Spanish conspiracy, which would have eliminated all the 10 conventions of our Constitution, and stolen land for Spain to take just about anything from the Appalachians to the east to the far reaches of the known Texas back then. And that was supplanted with the strong backbone of this fellow named Samuel McDowell. And those lessons, Judge, and I talked to you afterward, if it's ever found acceptable by high schools in Kentucky, that character that some witnessed on Saturday night would like to travel the state and bring the message of how, as now deceased, but at his 100th birthday, our historian laureate Tom Clark, right at the shadow of Sanders campus down at the railroad track, in the old hemp building, declared that had it not been for the wisdom and commitment of Samuel McDowell, we could be speaking Spanish and be Europe West. So it's been a pleasure to work with Tony on that. A lot of credit to him for pulling everything together, and 3 extraordinary speakers who were a panel on Saturday night. So, Judge, I've gone too long, but thank you.
It was great. It was great, Tom, and you were great. You are a natural at acting. You missed your calling, I think, but you portrayed Samuel McDowell very well and very historical, and yeah, it was really a good job.
I thank you.
Mr. Bodner?
I just wanted to mention, May 22nd is my fourth grandchild's graduation. So Boyle County High School is having a graduation May 22nd. And just to let everybody know that, but I'll be glad, I'll be there attending. And I did enjoy watching our actor over here. He did a really great job. And I want to thank Bill for setting all this up. That's amazing, all this you've done. And Julie for doing that Parks and Rec agreement. That's got to be rough. That's it. Thank you.
And I took liberty on Saturday night to mention, well, it was Bill, but it was, the AKA Benjamin Franklin, how he cured a pheasant for 3 days at the edge of the fireplace so that Samuel McDowell could enjoy a good meal.
All right. Attorney Herron.
Yes, so tomorrow I am attending a workshop put on by the Kentucky Judicial Commission on Mental Health there at BCTC. And as we know, a lot of people who commit crimes are suffering from mental health issues. So it's a community mapping workshop, so it's going to be very good and informative that I'll be attending. June 6th through the 13th, I want to remind everyone that our Boyle County Fair will be taking place, so don't forget about that. And then also, we already mentioned the Brass Band Festival. It's coming up as well, and
End of June.
it's at the end of June. So towards the end of June, I had the date a minute ago.
25th through 27th.
25th through the 27th. And each Saturday we have our farmers market there at Constitution Square. So everyone needs to be sure to attend that. Wanted to just brag really briefly. My daughter goes to Transylvania, and her golf team went to Anderson, Indiana this past weekend and played golf in their conference championship, and they won. So they're going to be going to Palm Springs, California next week to compete in the NCAA Division III championships. So that's pretty exciting. So it's great about what Center's doing as well. What Magistrate Gray informed us. But that's all. I'm just really proud of my daughter.
As you should be.
Oh yeah, last thing I forgot. So I coached the girls varsity high school tennis team, and we had regionals last week, and several of our players were named first or second team all region. But we had one boy, Jacob King, who actually won the singles championship for Region 12, so I want to just give him some accolades for that. That's a big accomplishment. Those kids are just amazing tennis players, and I know that they would, if I tried to play them, they would kick my butt. So that's all.
All right, thank you. County Administrator. You good? Okay. Director Muncy. Can you go to the microphone, please?
Oh, you can hear me. But anyhow.
We can, but they can't online.
I bet they can. Anyway, I listened to Tom and Jason. We're talking about the Brass Band Festival, what we give. You also need to know that through our contract, we do all the trash for the Boyle County Fair and for the Brass Band Festival.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
So, just so you know,
That's
you're
on top
aware
of the
that.
25,000.
Yes, ma'am.
On top of the 25,000.
Thank you. Okay, so looks like I will close this out. And the first thing I want to do is recognize Magistrate Gay as he was inducted into the Athletic Trainers Hall of Fame. And so I don't think we have properly announced that. So congratulations, Magistrate Gay, for that tremendous award. Well deserved. Well deserved. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so today at 5:30, if you want to come and watch a comedy show, I will be doing the first pitch at Millennium Park for the girls softball team. I have not thrown a softball in 30-something years, so it will be well to come and laugh at if you'd like to have some entertainment.
Is this gonna be a fast pitch or a slow pitch?
I'm hoping for a slow pitch, Jamie. I'm hoping for a slow pitch. Friday is Free Food Friday at the Shepherd's House, and that's at 12 o'clock. They are honoring first responders this Friday, so anybody come out and have free lunch there at Shepherd's House. Don't forget, on Tuesday is primary election, and you get out and vote. Boyle County graduation has already been mentioned, May 22nd. On May 25th, that is Memorial Day, and the courthouse will be closed that day. That's on a Monday. Our next meeting, however, on the 26th, we'll be back at our regular spot at the fiscal courtroom at the courthouse. America's 250th next event will be the Iron Baby Angel Play, and that'll be shown at Pioneer Playhouse, and I think it runs for several weeks. It's in June and into July, so get tickets if you want to come out and support that event. And we do want to thank Awesome Bill for setting all this up, and he worked diligently yesterday and probably the day before to come over here and make sure all the microphones were in place and that the streaming would work. And so he put a lot of hours into making this happen. It's not easy when you have to change locations. So it's not just a, hey, let's go have fiscal court somewhere. There is a lot of behind the scenes activity that goes into that, and making sure that all the social media does work. So thank you, Bill. We appreciate you. I also want to recognize my nephew, Nick Powell. They had the Revy Awards at the Boyle County Performing Arts Center the other night, and he received the Best Actor Award. He's a senior, so he'll be graduating, and he was really excited to receive that. He is going to attend Northern Kentucky University and major in drama. So awesome. Very proud of Nick and the career path that he has chosen. Other than that, that's all I have. I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Magistrate Ellis, and second by Magistrate Cullen.
Correct.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. We're adjourned.